Hello and welcome. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Factorio. Hey, we're going to try out a new thing here today. I have a feeling that Iwanbach has just subscribed. Thank you. I have a feeling that it's possible that some of the desync issues we've been having with our Bob's Angels marathon, or Bob's Angels campaign, is that we have had... I'll change to yellow again. We've had a lot of mods, right? And the working theory we have at the moment is that there's this thing called an on-tick event handler, or on-GUI event handler, or some nonsense like that. And the idea is that basically any mod that's running right now that is constantly doing updates every single tick is going to have some serious issues with lots of players. There's a gentleman who's been trying to help out with balance. His name is Nexila, and basically the whole goal is, right now we're trying to do a new game with a very, very vanilla-esque set of mods. The only real thing that's changing gameplay at all here is this thing called Marathon Mod, which is pretty ridiculous. It's going to change the resources costs of like everything, and it's going to make things a lot different, so we're not going to just blast past the initial stages of the game like you would normally expect. But yeah, so we've raised the player cap by quite a bit. Up to 43, the cap is at 100 right now. We had over 150 people connect directly to me in a strictly, purely vanilla game, so that is fine. And our goal right now is just to see what kind of desync issues we run into, if we get them. If we don't get them, great. If we do, then we'll know for sure that it's probably not Marathon, sorry, not Angels or Bob's. It could just be something strictly going on with Factorio itself. We're also playing on the newest version of Factorio, which was released like 20 minutes ago. It's called, it's not .14.12, just got released. There is this cool little thing that I figured out you can do. If you want to automate power, sorry, if you want to automate coal, let's say you've colored yourself as a black character, and you want to do this. Yes, this is exactly what I was going to say. Yep, you do this. Of course, it's Hatterson. Hatterson seems like he knows everything about this game, doesn't he? So using burner inserters and a little bit of belt, if you feed them back in, then you can actually have autonomously mined coal. The only issue I ever saw was that if you, let's say you line up one of these things like this, not that close, sorry. If you put it here, and then you put its inserter where it goes above it, it won't be able to actually grab fast enough. So the left side, the left column needs to be taller than the right, or you need to offset them by 1. So instead of having them line up perfectly, you would go like there. Not there. Off by 1, so that he shares access at the same point as the other. I like how everyone's actually mining coal. I don't think I've ever heard that before. That's kind of crazy. Okay, now before you guys go nuts doing like some of the standard bus layouts we've used in previous streams, I want you to carefully look at the costs of plate, like how much plate is produced before. Okay, so you got to think about this. Look at copper plate, for example. 1 copper ore will generate 5 copper plate every 6.33 seconds. So first off, copper plate smelts marginally faster than iron, because, you know, Marathon Mod Maker didn't want to make things simple. So it's a little bit different than iron, and it produces 5 times as many plates. So our standard setup is not going to work well for this mod pack. We have to really build small smelting areas, or we're going to overload the belts in no time at all. For example, I'll just do the quick math here. 1 smelting machine can produce 5 copper plate every 6.33 seconds with a crafting speed of 1. That's 0.8 roughly copper plate per second. Yellow belt can carry 40 thirds, which is 13.33 total, divided by 1 side each, and divide that by 0.789. We basically just need 8 stone furnaces per side of the bus. Only go 8 deep. Just 8. We've already got it set up here at 10, and that's going to be too big. You go any bigger than that, and it's just not going to work. Also, in order to even be able to saturate that belt, we're going to have to do something where we do the underground belts thing to get that full saturation, or do the wiggle waggle type approach. Otherwise, it just won't work. It just produces too much junk, too much stuff. And again, iron is different too. Iron requires 2 iron ore, and it also produces 5 iron plate in 7 seconds. Vanilla is 1 iron ore in 3.5 seconds, produces 1 iron plate. So it takes twice as long, twice as many resources, but it produces 2.5 times as much plate. So basically, we're gonna have like just tons and tons of resources all over the place. It's gonna be difficult to organize. There's gonna be so much. Look at the, if you haven't already, look at the cost of a steam engine. The steam engine costs 700 iron plate. That's kind of crazy. All right, so we are quite stable with 70 some players, which is a good sign. All right, I am wearing the yellow color right now because I intend to work on power. I need to find some copper, and we need to have some people start crafting. Until we actually get automation, we need people pocket crafting gears, pocket crafting copper coil, pocket craft some circuits, and you know, wear colors that are relevant to what you're working on. Earlier, we tried like a temporary little start stream earlier, and I kind of handed out some color groups, right? So yellow, and if you want to wear yellow, you just type /color space yellow, and your character's color will change to yellow. So we're saying like yellow is power, red is players who want to go kill biters, green was like, I don't remember, like circuitry or something, black was working on power, like coal type thing, blue is whatever, I don't know, just pick colors. Label yourselves appropriately. Now here's a pretty interesting thing. One burner inserter, burner miner drill, can actually support 2 copper stone furnaces. So you can actually do something like this, where you go like this, and then every so often you rotate it, because it will overproduce the copper coil, or the copper cable. Sorry, copper ore. I can't speak today. Uh-oh. Seeing people potentially getting dropped there. That's a lot of people suddenly changing their color. Let's see, where did all the wood go? I think we probably threw it all into the machines. Alright, so power is going to have to be way up there. What I'm hoping for is I just want the game to run well, and I really want to find out for sure if it's Bob's Mods or Angel's Ores that's causing the desync issues we're running into. Which color's iron? I don't know. Pick a color, man. Which color do you want it to be? I definitely do not think we should try to use electric mining drills on coal for a long time, because it's going to be just, it costs too much. Electric mining drills are stupid expensive. They cost 500 iron and 1,200 copper each. So definitely we'll want to set up a lot of burner miners for that instead, since it can be made to work. Okay, here's our very first desync. And let's see if this desync loop still happens with a basically vanilla game. I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, we did have the desync, but I don't know. Granted, we are playing on a different version than we played on last night, so that could also be part of it. They may have changed something about desyncs as well. How long do I plan on streaming? For about another 2 hours, about till 5 o'clock Eastern. So I've got like an hour and 45 minutes right now. If we do end up having a whole bunch of desyncs and the game's not playable, we will lock the doors. We're going to add a password to the game and just have to have whoever's in here be in here, and I want it to be an enjoyable experience today. Pure vanilla? I don't know about that. I don't know, I like my mods. My mods make me happy. Alright, we got 1 steam engine coming online. Thank you, Hatterson. This guy's, he's been working hard. We got 3 people who appear to be in some sort of a desync loop. Jeroen, Alan Bob. Maybe you gotta step outside your comfort zone? I keep trying to craft stuff. I have literally nothing in my inventory except for some raw wood. Boiler. Well, in theory, the desync limit had existed in the past. It's just that the desync loop, as we keep calling it, just pretty much prevents the game from running, which still seems to be happening. This is interesting, though. This makes me think that there actually may not be nothing, like, specifically wrong with the mod pack that we've been using for the other save. Okay, what do you guys think? Let's take a vote. Let's do a straw poll. In game or in chat, whatever. I'll post it into Twitch chat. See, now, every now and then the game seems to, like, run just fine. You guys are just scared of you're scared of Marathon Mod, aren't you? That's what it is. I can tell. I can feel it. You guys don't want to build the expensive stuff. You feel like it's too hard. Alright, well that's pretty darn close. I was actually expecting it to be not so close. We'll leave the vote up for a second and come back to it soon. It really just depends on how many desyncs we get. It seemed like the game was running great while I was working on that, but now we're caught in a desync loop again right now. I kind of really want to play Marathon Mod as part of it, you know? Please mods, Steam. People are gonna argue for their favorite one for sure. If it's as close as I think it still is, then we'll just stick with the mod pack, because I don't want to constantly be starting and stopping. If we need to, I think I would rather close the doors to new joining players versus just starting over again, you know. Besides, vanilla is going to seem too stupidly easy after even just the last 10 minutes of this, isn't it? All right, so we'll get some belt here. We want to use as many burner inserters as we can because they're very cheap, relatively speaking. Okay, we're up to 79 players. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at that. Oh my gosh, you guys are quick. So how's this working? Manually fueling them onto a belt. Okay, that's cool. Hey, whatever works, man. Alright, so we did a little bit of math a little bit earlier. We said that we probably should only be doing about 8 stone furnaces. And then if we upgrade these things to steel furnaces, we're going to need to go to red belt already. Burner inserters will work kind of here, but I think they'll work well on the input side, but not so much on the output side. I do not think burner inserters can pull power from stone furnaces. This is actually not the layout I probably would have done, but it's okay, it's fine, it's fine. Grab your gears from this wooden chest. Yeah. You put something in a chest, it's going to disappear instantaneously. Where was this stone? Way down there. We really need 2 output lanes. With Marathon Mod, possibly, yeah. Do some math there. I mean, it depends on, if you do 4 stone furnaces per side, then no, you only need a single yellow belt. But if you do... Look at that, I didn't even get enough to make 1 darn furnace. Give you an example of the layout that I was considering. I was going to do something like 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Normal belt. I don't have any burner inserters on me. Shoot. I mean, eventually we are going to go with regular inserters, right? They're not going to be that crazily expensive, but I can't do the blueprint for underground belt because we don't actually have access to underground belt yet. But this section right here is supposed to be underground belt, because by putting the underground belt there, we'll actually be able to get full compression. Even on just this. This is such a tiny little smelting setup, and yet it could work. And then we could do the same thing we normally do, which is where you, you know, bring that thing that way, and you do the little underground belt dealie and whatever we've used in some other stuff. it does require splitters, or you just operate on one side. But and then the power poles work really well with this setup, because you just go one there, not there, sorry. You go one here, and then you rotate it so that it looks like this. And then that will actually perfectly cover all the inserters if you continue it like that. You guys killing biters with just pistols? Are people actually doing combat right now? Oh my god, they're way the hell out there. Zippy's going crazy. Zippy to Squirrel and Neon Knight D10. Got our forward scout ants is what we've got out there. Actually this needs to be twice as long, doesn't it? Because it's got to be 8. Yeah, I did the math earlier. It needed to be 8 of these things. I mean, it doesn't have to be this specific layout, but this is just what I had in mind. I mean, what do you guys, whatever you guys want to do, I don't really care. But you'll see here, see how the power lines line up perfectly with this. Pretty minimalistic. Do whatever you want. It's fine. Figure it out. Go figure it out. It's Marathon Mod. Have fun. Whoa. That might be why my power went out earlier. I just heard some serious lightning. That's what happens when you live in Florida. Alright, this guy's like running into the stone furnace. Okay, I thought he disconnected or the game was like crashing or something, but no. He was just running. Alright, did anybody do some science packs, or can we get a science lab started? Normally by now we'd probably be working on like green science, maybe even blue science, but no. I think we might actually be at the player limit. Oh, 84. Okay, good. But no one's really joining right now, so it's pretty stable. Alright, yeah, I mean, we have this power, but we have nothing to use it on. We have literally nothing consuming power yet. Alright, next is labs. Alright, if you were working on power, let's work on labs. We need 25 electronic circuits, 25 iron gear wheels. I'm going to try to craft some iron gear wheels. And I'm going to grab some copper. Ooh, 3 red science packs, nice. It'd be cool if we could like try to get some of these resources centralized so people know where to go for them. You know, like try to bring some copper plate, try to bring some iron plate, and maybe some brick into like the center of the base. We also need to like get coal down to this copper area because we're not really getting very much copper plate made right now. You can't do anything without it, you know? I like that we've got the copper plate coming up. I have chromatic hearing. Oh, did I say lightning? Yeah, I heard the lightning. I meant to hear... Ah. You know what I meant. I heard the other thing. Well, that's an interesting little layout. I think you're going to run into issues with throughput. You're not going to be able to get enough iron ore on there. You really do need to have... that whole splitter set up at the front if you want to get enough iron ore coming in. And then yeah, already here you can see where there's an issue where these burner inserters in the inside loop, you have to manually fuel them. You could use autofill for that, or we could just try to go straight to regular inserters. They cost a lot more, but if we don't do that, then the inside ones are going to run out of power. And things are getting destroyed. Did somebody shoot it, or was that an actual biter attack already? Alright, fellas, we gotta get some science going. Science lab. I have gear wheels. Who is... Just put it somewhere! There's a chest here! Put materials for science lab thing in there. There. There's the gears. Does anyone have any green circuits? Throw them in there. We need 20 transport belt. Throw 20 transport belt in there. Come on, community effort! Everyone throw some crap in there! We need another, like, 20 or so electronic circuits. Anyone have them? This science pack started. Or that's not what we need. we need the green electronic circuits. Okay, if you don't have them, grab some of the copper and start like crafting this darn copper cable. That is one of the biggest parts when it comes to green circuits. They take forever because you have to craft a ton of cable. And then once you grab the cable, throw it in there, so somebody can pick up the cable and use it to make iron. Which is basically being... we're basically being assembly machines right now. That's right. That's why you're here. You're an assembly machine for the factory hive. Alright, there's some more cable. I need more copper so I can make some more. Man, that takes a lot. That is way more iron gear wheels than we need. We only need one science pack to start with. Look at all these people standing around. Okay, here's some copper, maybe. Maybe there'll be a little bit in there. Fighting for the copper supply. Alright, I know for sure there was at least like 7 electronic circuits there, so we've got to have some. Is it just me, or is the game running really well again? We're 91 players, and it seems like we're not having any desync loop right now. That's really handy. Good stuff. Someone was just killed by a small biter. Stop stealing all the coal. The machines need it, huh? Right. We got 9 electronic circuits in here. Come on, team, pull together. Look at all these yellow shirts. Somebody making it. I sure hope if you're grabbing that. Hey, oh my god, there it is! It was crafted. Crafted by Hatterson. Hatterson's the man. Alright, bring your red science packs, throw them in there, let's get some automation. Automation, automation, automation. Automation needs to be first. Because we've got to craft assembly machines so that we can start crafting stuff, you know? No, I did not stop recording. Nope. We're still recording locally. Why would I ever stop recording? I will never stop. You can't make me. Okay. Inserters. What? What is this? Everyone dance around this specials. Do a little prayer. Pray to the rain gods, the science gods, yes! This is the marathon automation prayer. Oh god, there's biters! Defend ourselves! Protect the sacred relic! God, can you imagine doing this while drunk? If it's this much fun while we're not drunk, just imagine with some beer or like other alcohol involved. It would be crazy. We need more red shirts. Do we? Alright, we're taking volunteers. We must automate the rain dance. Someone put down some belts. Or not. I mean, whatever. Anyway, let's build stuff. Oh, it's funny. That is really good. I sure hope somebody makes a GIF of that. GIF, however you want to say it. Makes a Jiffy GIF. Puts that up on, who knows, might end up on the subreddit. We'll see. Alright, we need some copper. Get some copper. I don't even know if, can a single inserter outload the product of a smelter fast enough? All by itself? Like, can it do, 5 iron plate in 7 seconds? I think so. Yeah, it totally could, right? Like we need 2 inserters on each output. That'd be kind of crazy. We have automation? We have automation. We have it! Yay, we have automation! Okay, assembly machines cost 400 iron and 1200 copper cable. Copper plate. That is a lot. That's a lot of plate. That is expensive. Okay, I think we're gonna have to do the same thing with the very first community assembly machine, which is gonna get repurposed for all kinds of things. You just know it will. We're gonna need to pool our resources to create electronic circuits to make that thing. You can burn wood to make coal. I don't even think you need to burn it, do you? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you're right. But it's actually a net loss of energy. Marathon mod cuts the fuel value of everything in the game in half. Coal is normally 8 megajoules, now it's only 4. And raw wood's normally 4, now it's 2. So you're taking 25 raw wood to create 10 coal. 25 raw wood is worth 50 megajoules. 10 coal is worth 40. So it's a net loss of overall energy. The only advantage you get to it is that you consolidate the amount of items to a smaller number. You're going from 25 items down to just 10. So it's a 60% size reduction, but you lose 20% of the actual megajoules, would it be? Yeah, megajoules in power. Do we have our first assembly machine yet? Oh my god, there's 2 sign slabs. Holy crap. The prayer has worked. Feels good, man. Alright, I need, God, I need 20 more electric circuits. My god. So much copper. Imagine trying to do this all by yourself. That's why just getting your first assembly machine takes like an hour in Marathon mod. Return to base for victory dance. What did we just finish? Logistics. Nice. I feel bad for Michelso down here. He's just like tending to this this copper field all by himself. He's doing what he can. He's trying. If you need to have ammo, go to a biter base. Get yourself killed. Yeah, just go commit suicide. It'll give you a new pistol and 10 rounds. That's a good point. It'll save on iron. Alright, so it's the output inserters that need to be actually yellow inserters. The input side inserters can be burners. So let's try not to waste the interior with real inserters yet. Till we actually have, I don't know, more resources or something available. Do that, we can already make blue inserters. Problem is that each inserter requires a electronic circuit, and I'm still hopeful that I'll be able to, I don't know, knock out an assembly machine at some point. One of these days. You're not in the strike squad. Take the ammo you spawned with and place it in ammo storage. That's a great idea. Excellent suggestion. Where is the this ammo box supposed to be at, Zippy? Where would you like to have us put ammo? Where's the ammo chest? Let's put it near, I don't see one. I don't know, I'm a fighter, not a builder. Alright, we need a sacred iron ammo chest near the sacred science. Here's the sacred ammo location. Throw your iron in there, or your ammo in there if you're not going to be a combat guy. You're not going to be a red shirt. We must arm the defense. The problem is that it takes 10 copper plate to make 2 copper cable, and each electronic circuit requires 10 copper cables. That's 50 iron plate just to make 1 electronic circuit. It's kind of crazy. Alright, how are we doing on players now? Right at the player cap. Nice. I'm not going to race it, because I just like the fact that things are quite stable. There has to be 1 sign slab in each of the cardinal directions, or else Asimov will be displeased. I see. See now. Okay, so this thing is actually totally full. You've done well. However, do we have, we actually do have the ability to make splitters. They're probably really expensive. 5 electronic circuits. I'm going to give you the gift of splitter. So that you can keep this the copper flowing. We need to get some power down here. At least the underground belt is pure iron. None of that circuit crafting nonsense. Okay, are we having any issues here with this? Oh, they're not really unloading the belt too fast. Pollution is 70% of their evolution so far. How do you know that? Is it like a command? Pollution? How do you know that for sure? Oh, duh. / evolution. Okay. Evolution factor is 0.0362. That's really cool. I don't remember seeing it have that much details in it before. Spare pistols. Who needs pistols when you're a builder, right? Okay, ooh. Spare circuit. I'll take it. It's mine now. Where is all... How are we doing on production? We have 2,000 iron plate per minute, which sounds like a lot, but it's not in this marathon context. I don't even think we have a single assembly machine built yet. And we've been playing for 28 minutes. Come on, guys! I was playing earlier today on my own, and I got an assembly machine up in 45. We got 100 of us. I think if we were to pool our resources, we probably do have enough of this crap to actually knock one out. But everyone's holding on to like 10 iron plate in their, or 10 copper plate in their inventory, so no one can actually craft anything. Be my guess. I have 22 electronic circuits now. I'll make 23, I'll make 24. Oh, somebody gave me some. Cool, thank you. I can make one. We have it. Quickly. Do a dance. Ah, it's new, it's special. Look, it's an assembling machine. Oh no, I disconnected Hyosher. Crap. That was a bad idea. Must do the dance. I feel like I'm a bee in a beehive or something. You know, doing the mating dance around the queen. You ever seen that? Hey, no, where'd it go? It's disappeared. Someone stole it. Quickly, murder everyone. No, don't do that. That's a bad idea. I was kidding. Unless we need ammo, in which case, yes, bring in the red shirts. Have them murder everyone who's not wearing red. And then that way we get more ammo. No, don't shoot me. It's a joke. Not the sacred assembly machine. We need armor for the base to the east. Okay. Oh, you guys have been... Holy crap! It's like an ant nest foraging. My god, look how far they went over there. Okay, main thing I think we need to work on right now is we've got to get, all of these smelters are working for the most part. We need to get some underground belt. We need to get some splitters. We need to get more regular inserters so we can actually get this stuff going and automated well. So if you can craft some electronic circuits, I would definitely recommend whoever stole that assembly machine, get that puppy making some copper coil as soon as possible. That is what it should be working on. Do we even have enough fuel to support all this? Why does it feel like everyone is, we have like no fuel? Man, fuel's kind of hard to come by, isn't it? Are people actually picking it up? That's a very interesting solution. Uh-oh. Yosher. Disconnected again. I think we're going to stick with 100 players, yeah, Andy Blake. Just because we're occasionally, again, having some desyncs, and I think what's happening is that we're actually slipping below the player cap, and then a bunch of people try to join, and then we get a desync, and I don't know, it's kind of tricky. Eventually, we'll get to the point where people aren't pilfering the lines, he says as he pilfers the lines. And we'll actually have some resources on the bus, on the belt. If there is a bus, if we even make one. Which I would assume we will. Yeah, that's true. Not a bad idea. I think we lower the player cap for a little bit and get some stable play in. Oh my gosh, it's a second assembling machine. It's reproduced. It's, what's it called? What's it called when like an aphid is meiosis? Mitosis. It's self-replication. That's what it is. Mitosis. Clearly that's what just happened. The assembly machine replicated itself. Must be. Man, we have got to, you know what? I think we do want to start trying to make some electric mining drills, because I don't see an easy way to power all of these mining drills, these burners. Simply. It's just going to cost a lot of resources. Each damn electric mining drill is 25 electronic circuits. Isn't that crazy? Why, yes it is. And I don't think you can just run pure iron here. We need to run fuel in here, too. Otherwise, even the burner sorters will run out of power. Let's start from the top, try to get that one working. Or actually, I don't like that one. I'm gonna start with this one. I need another splitter. Ugh. I need circuits. I need copper. Everyone gets just barely enough to function, it seems like. Marathon mod is not easy. Marathon mod will take, I don't know, if you can launch a marathon, if you can launch a rocket in like say 8 hours, then marathon mod would probably take you about 80. Just the amount of stuff required to launch a rocket with marathon mod is incredible. This was the one that I was working on, and I wanted to run... Where's this fuel going? Just straight down right now? Okay. For the moment, we actually have, like, some iron ore and some copper ore on the belts. And the issue is we don't have any fuel on the mining area, but that's kind of okay, because the belts have stuff on them. Some of them do, that is. I'm going to, like, steal this line for a second until that is no longer backed up, because right now it's backed up. And we just need to get some of this stuff working. Okay, this one's burners on the outside, regulars on the inside. For now, here's the thing, like, you're probably better off not wasting the coal, and if you don't have the regular inserters to put on the inside, just let them go into the machines, that's fine. They can hold up to 100 each, it's a little bit of a buffer storage area. That's okay. Gosh, man. Each electronic circuit takes 8 seconds to craft. We need so much more infrastructure. Okay, do we have so? Okay, we got 3 assembling machines. Holy crap! Holy crap! I like it. Wouldn't it be great if burner inserters could fuel themselves out of a smelter? If they were actually smart enough to do that? I wish they would. Power usage is the same as vanilla? Yeah, most machines require the exact same amount, I think. Yeah, 90 kilowatts. But what's changed is the fuel value of, like, coal and, wood and even solid fuel has been reduced. So since there's less fuel value in it, it makes it harder for you to use steam. Takes a lot more throughput on your coal, and you'll end up running out of coal. You use your coal, which is good. Alright, we're still at 97 players, and the game's running fantastic. So I do think, I don't know, I'm torn. I don't know, is it the mod pack? It must be the mod pack, right? It's causing a lot of the desync issues. This is certainly a lot more stable than the mod pack is. Then again, though, we're quite a bit smaller than the mod pack's factory grew to. Well, if we need more coal in general, then we must forage. We got three coal workers looking for coal. Where is it? Coal workers, ask for help. Let's go west. The coal worker general, whoever he, you know, fight amongst yourselves, who that is, should try to persuade the red shirts to follow him. Or okay, looks like Muffins 2.0 has secured some coal to the north. Red shirts, protect him. There's a base to the north. It needs help. Blue is general, white science. Oh, I like cyan. I shall be cyan. I want to stand around the bus and just watch things. That's my new plan. Okay, so this is like all iron, and then down here we got copper. Okay, that's cool. Grid is forming. Oh my god, there's actually stuff on the bus. Or on the belts. This is crazy. How did this happen? I do think that having a inserter is better than no inserter, so if there's like, I don't know, might as well throw some burner inserters out there. How do we run out of power? Okay, it's back, never mind. Okay, so let's do some math then. How many... Normally, what we would do, right, is we would do this thing, right? You'd go 1, 2, 3, feeding into 2, and then that's your green circuit assembly. Let's figure out what a green circuit, electronic circuit, like, ratio would look like with Marathon Mod. So, if we want to make an electronic circuit, we need 10 copper cable per 8 seconds. So, we need 10 every 8 seconds with a crafting speed of 0.5, so we need to generate 0.625 copper cable per second. An assembling machine can craft 2 every 2 seconds with a crafting speed of 0.5, so it's almost 1-to-1. One copper cable machine can roughly, it's like... It's 80% of the way... No, I gotta do... 0.5 divided into 0.625. Yeah, it is. It's 80% of the way towards being able to support a machine, so just 1-to-1 for now. Or, if it's 80%, then the ratio is 5-to-4. 5 copper coil machines to support 4 green circuit factories. So what we could do is just like a row of 5, right? We could go, go like 5, and then that thing, I mean, we're gonna want to bust the coil. That's the thing. Like, we should immediately just, like, put the coil on a belt, We want to condense the coil, the copper plate down into belts. Sorry, into coil, because it's 10 copper plate becomes 2 coil. It's a space saver to do it that way. It looks like you do need 2 inserters per copper cable assembling machine, I think, to get enough copper plate in time. Is there like someone have like a pet biter over here? I keep on hearing a biter. Cyan is like bus work, like working in the actual production area, whatever. Alright, so it'd be so handy if you could put down blueprints without actually having to have a single item, like having one of them on you. There's a lot of people dying. Are we actually, look at that! Look at that! The red shirts defended the north! Good job, guys! They took our gerbs! No, they didn't. They killed the biters. It was good. It was glorious. We approve. Okay, so, each electronic circuit machine requires 10 copper cable every 8 seconds with a crafting speed of 0.5. That's only 0.625 items per second, which means that, okay, so if we feed a belt that has copper cable on one side and iron plate on the other side, it can support about 10 electronic circuit machines. A yellow belt with coil on one side, iron plate on the other can support 10 green circuit assembly machines all by itself. So we should do that. We should, instead of using long-handed inserters, we should just feed iron on one side, copper cable on the other, and go 10 long for now. So we'll get some iron down there. Need to get more assembly machines up and running. Oh my god, it's making circuits! Can you believe it? Here's the thing though, it requires, because it only has a crafting speed of 0.5, it's going to take 16 seconds to actually do its job. But it does have 20 items to move in those 16 seconds. So yeah, it does require 2 inserters, one output inserter of course. 2 in, 1 out. I would much prefer to do the power like this if we can. Or not like that. But it's fine, it's fine. I'm not gonna argue. However you want to do it, it's cool. As long as things get built, I don't really care. I have my preferred layouts, you know, but I'm flexible, so... Can you even imagine how long it's going to take us to get 10 damn assembly machines? It's going to be crazy. Alright, so if there's not enough coil to make these guys work, I'm going to just pick one up and make the coil. Like... No one's even letting the iron connect through. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so there was no more iron feeding this one. That looks kind of cool. I like the way that one looks. Functionally, it's the exact same as the one that I've always used. This one a little bit further down. I've gotten very used to this one. This one I learned from JG Games. I've used it pretty extensively in the last couple months. But this one is functionally the exact same. Still 3 inserters. Sorry, 3 splitters. 1, 2, 3. Versus 1, 2, 3. It's got 1 section underground here. 1 section underground there. And then this one, if we were to actually try to feed the resources in, we would have to either send the coal down or send this one under the coal. So it's still 4 bits underground, 3 splitters. So functionally these two are the exact same. So it's just a personal preference type thing for which one looks nicer to you. Great work, squaddies. These poor machines, they're trying so hard. They're just trying so hard to do their job. They just want to do their jobs. Alright, so the next thing is we got to get this fuel taken care of. We need more smelting happening. We need these machines to actually produce. Okay, nice. We connected in the second one now. We got extra iron coming in. I think we need to get more copper. Like, we're not going to get any circuits until we have the copper smelted. We're not going to get the copper smelted until we get more fuel down here. It's like we're over smelting the iron right now, and it's causing us to get no copper smelted. And it's kind of exacerbating the issue, which is that we need to electric mining drill the copper and the iron ore deposits. And we can't do that because we can't make electric mining drills because we don't have electronic circuits because we don't have any copper. So if we could we maybe even just do like a split off the coal and just send half the coal down to copper and half of it to iron? Instead of just having it be a priority system where the iron gets it first? Fuel is coming, fuel is coming. Okay. Ah, yes, okay, I can see it here. Look at the little worker bees. New fuel is on its way. Excellent. Good. Everyone praise the conquering heroes. They've succeeded. Look at this fuel line. Now, if you're a cyan-colored man, don't stray too far. It's dangerous outside. Don't go alone. Only the red shirts can handle such an abrasive environment. Look at them. Look at the coal men standing on the belts. How many men does it take to bring coal home? Clearly at least 4. 5 or 6 maybe. Standing on a belt. That's great. Good job, boys. This pleases the swarm. Alright, so we have... Ooh, someone brought online a 4th assembly machine making the coil. I mean, honestly, these machines are not even... They're half as good as a player right now when it comes to crafting. They craft at 0.5, we craft at 1.0. So, you know, we have 100 crafting... We have like 100 assembling machines, right? Us! We got 94 assembling machines, if you count the players. But we want to automate the things. Automate all the things. Okay, fuel. So if you're going to overload that fuel line then, it's guaranteed to be full, I think, with the amount coming in. That's good. I'm wondering with Marathon Mod if that's actually going to be enough, though, to support all the smelting. Because, again, fuel value is cut in half. Fuel value is going to be a bit tricky. This layout, where you are running the material through the center and you're outputting to the outside, doesn't actually work as well, in my opinion, versus having the material on the outside and feeding to the center. For 2 reasons. One, if you wanted to, let's say that the belt is going to be oversaturated because you have inserters, right? And you're trying to get max throughput on the belt, you're trying to get full compression. In order to get full compression, you have to do one of these numbers, right? Where you go underground like that. Inserters unloading onto underground belt, even if it's just underground and then right back above ground, will automatically have full compression. But when you do this setup where the output's on the outside versus the inside, you have to do it on the top and on the bottom instead of just doing it in the center. So you have extra cost involved. And then another argument for doing the resources on the outside, outputting to the center, is that once you get to the point where the throughput is an issue, if you're only running a single half belt down the center versus running 2 belts on the outside, then you only have a half belt of copper instead of a full belt of copper. You guys follow the argument for why it makes more sense having the actual... Like the iron setup is better. It's just straight up better than the copper setup that we have right now. So... Anyway, that's good enough argument for me. Good job, Arumba, I agree with you. Yes, of course I do. Of course I would, right? Naturally, I agree with myself. And using those burner inserters on the outer loop is going to make a lot of sense, I think. And then on the inside... Alright, so the way we're going to handle the full compression on the inside, again, is that we'll do the underground stuff. If we end up overloading the belt already, which, if I've done the math earlier, which I did, 8 stone furnaces should overload the belt. So now we got a nice solid feed of copper coming in, and oh my god, the machines are working. They're making circuits. Good. Can we make more sewing machines? Look, coal, son. So that's a lot of coal. That coal line's gonna get thick, isn't it? Somebody really wanted some coal. Got a double feed of coal coming down. Is that the idea here? Alright, so there is the same basic thing we were doing earlier. It's a little bit mixed up on one side now. It's totally fine. So if this is gonna... See how we're actually running into some compression issues here, and we're gonna solve that then by doing the underground belt. And I think we might be able to get away with just doing it on the last one, but we might have to do it on the last 2 to actually get the full compression. I still don't really fully understand why this works, but this is something I learned in a couple streams ago from... I think it might have been... one of the guys who's in-game. He was the guy who built the science lab for us. H something, I think? Patterson. Yeah, you were the one that showed that to me. That's awesome. That's really good to know. I don't really understand why it works, but hey, if it works, it works. So, what do you think, Patterson? Are you anywhere nearby? Do you think we should do the last 2 or just the last 1 to actually get this thing fully compressed? The fact that we're building up some copper plate in one of the machines makes me think that we probably do need to do the last 2. See, the top left stone furnace has 35. Now it's counting down, but a second ago it was building up. So if each one of these 8 furnace setups is going to produce a fully laden yellow belt, then we want to not try to consolidate the belts together at the end there, just run more of them. That's the idea with Marathon Mod. Instead of trying to, like, power everything off just a couple things, you just go bigger. Every time, you just need so many lines. Electric mining drills, yes. If you're getting any green circuits from that little tiny little green assembly area that we actually have, we should be spending those, I think, on electric mining drills to automate iron, because it's a lot of work. Whoever's been putting coal into this iron, thank you, because I know it's probably a ridiculous amount of work to keep that thing running. Okay, and now we gotta turn these around so we can get this lane functioning better, like the other one. So that we can actually do the consolidated underground belt to keep it running. Yeah, that's ready to get hooked up. The interior ones need to be regular inserters. So I've got the ones that were on the previous side. I put them in there. And then underground belt on the last two, so that we get the compression. Looks good. That's two. Again, we don't really want to sideload these belts. Each one of these furnace columns is going to produce a pretty damn full one. Someone has picked up the underground belt at the edge of this one. Wonder why. Notice how the last machine here, it's got 13. Watch, this number is going to go up, which is a clear indicator that it's unable to unload its belt. Even after this thing goes away, the spacing, they cannot get full compression. Inserters are just not capable of doing it. I'm not sure who took it down. I'm just going to put it back up again. I'm like 90% sure that it does need to be there. It looks weird, I know, but there's a reason for it. It allows the machines to empty. 24, 23, 22. It's going to count down now instead. Okay. I'm going to go... I don't know. I have 3,000 coal for some reason, so... Someone put all of this in my inventory. It wasn't me. A fuel hoarder. Oh, watch all the black shirts get like stupid angry with me. Like, we fought tooth and nail for that coal, and you just sit there with your inventory. No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It's obfuscation. Someone's trying to. They are framing me. That's what's happening. Okay, so things are starting to shape up a little bit. Probably time for another one of these guys. These are all wrong. I mean, it can function with it on both sides, but... Well, hold on, let me think for a second. In vanilla, this would be wrong, but is it wrong in Bob's? Or is it wrong with Marathon? Because you're taking one coal, one copper ore becomes 5 plate. So no, it actually probably isn't going to be an issue. There's probably always going to be enough coal, enough copper on the line. It doesn't make me happy. It looks weird, but I think it does work. Science team needs more science packs. Marathon mod, man. This mod is kind of crazy. Whoever's working over here, Europterus, I hope you're spending the green circuits on more assembling machines. Otherwise, we're never going to get anything done. The green assembling machine, more assembling machines, or at least electric mining drills, something, you know, something of value. Seems like we have the ratio roughly right. It's just people keep horking all the copper so they can craft stuff manually, which, you know, eventually that does stop, so I'm not really that worried about it. It's just, you know, until people feel like they have enough stuff in their inventory, they keep on, they're gonna clean the belts, you know? It's just kind of what happens. No reason to get upset about it. Well, no good reason to get upset about it. Look at all the red shirts escorting the coal. I want to go check this out. Ooh. Electronic circuits. Don't mind if I do. 3 belts of coal. Coal team is going nuts. We're going to have to take half the coal team and put them on, I don't know, something else. I mean, they're not all full belts, but there's 3 belts worth of coal. What did Hatterson do? Hatterson did something that people approve of. I swear, I don't know why, I feel like I'm playing Sim Ant or something. Do you guys remember playing Sim Ant? Made by Maxis? Same company that made Sim Tower? Sim City? Got bought out by EA. Or rather, the copyright to SimCity got bought out by EA. I don't think they actually bought out Maxis. I think Maxis went bankrupt. Or they just shut down. That is a massive, massive coal mine. Wow. The ants will follow the path. So far. Got a new iron field coming in, it looks like. Yeah, I'm getting loaded up on coal again by somebody. It's nice because these setups are literally just pure iron. There's no copper involved in these setups. Except for the splitters. This is actually why they've got all these furnaces up here just making the iron. Cool. EA sucks, who agrees? No, there's no storm. Storm's doing fine. Nothing to worry about there. We could do with more smelting areas. Yeah, I agree. We definitely can. Oh, shoot, I almost just kept going south. There's a biter attack coming. Red shirts! There's a biters! Biters are coming! I don't have a gun! There are biters coming for the bus. Kill it with fire! Or with guns. Or step on them, smash them with your mining pick. Yeah, we need just metric crap tons of copper smelting right now. I'm gonna work on that a little bit more. We need to... I still think we want to get the electric mining drills going on... Not coal. Coal's totally fine to use the burner miner drills on, but the iron and the copper. If we could get people not having to, like, tend to that, that'd be pretty good. But also, if we could get more assembly machines just building stuff, that'd be pretty good too, as well. Like, we have plenty of copper ore coming in, we just need more smelting. Need more. Oh, look at that. I'm actually out of iron. That's my shortage. How's the green circuit production coming? Now, guys, if you extend the well, actually, the calculations I had done were for copper. I think we can go 16 stone furnaces long with iron because they only produce no, that's not true. They produce they still produce 5 plate. It's every 7 seconds versus 6.33, but it's going to be close enough that it's probably still just 8 stone furnaces long until you overload the yellow belt. Oh, I see. You're making steel. Okay. Well, fair enough. I almost get the impression that we need more... We need more iron to get these electronic circuit assembly machines. But someone just commandeered a lot of it to make steel, so yeah, we need to up the iron smelting now. We got a lot of machines here that are not getting enough iron. And it looks like the iron belts are at full motion right now, so... It's an iron ore shortage. I mean, if we could go with more electric mining drills, we could get more actual stuff coming in. Part of the issue is that I'm looking at these machines and we've got like 5 that are turned off there, 2 over there. There's like 3 here. Like, there's a whole bunch of machines that are not able to actually unload right now. So to get full compression, yeah, we could side load or you can actually do the underground belt trick on mining drills to get full saturation on a yellow belt as well. But I think that side loading is easier. And so what I mean by that is instead of having these yellow belts go straight one direction, we would actually be better off doing something like this where we take these ones this way and then up and then bring them over and then side load this onto another side or another belt. Because if the issue is that we can't actually saturate the belt, then we need to bring it in a different way. And even, I mean, splitter merging, side load merging, I don't care how we want to do it, but these belts need to be totally full, I think, to keep all these machines running. We still have some that have no resources right here. Also, iron plate manufacturing takes 2 iron ore, so the ratio is completely different than copper. Like, 2 iron ore become 2 iron plates. No, 2 iron ore become 5. 1 copper ore becomes 5. Kind of tricky. But this is good to see. We got 3 electronic assembly machines going non-stop right now. It's not a bad situation to be in. Remember, guys, the ratio was it was 5 coil cables, coil machines to 4 green assembly machines, green circuit assembly machines. So there's like no reason to have 4 to 5 right now. We should do 5 to 4 and then keep on expanding after that. Mr. Maggie. Mr. Maggie. There you go. Thank you. Of course, iron is actually the thing that's stopping us from making more green circuits. But if we can knock those green circuits out, we could actually have some assembly machines or electric mining drills getting made, both of which would automate a lot of the stuff that we've been working on, which frees up a lot of players to work on things. We're down to 85 players, but that's because I have the player limit set to 80, so I'm sure we could get right back up to 100 if we wanted to. It's just a matter of, you know, trying to keep it stable and playable. We're still sitting perfect at 60 FPS, so I'm loving it. So let's see, assuming this machine was getting what it wants, you need 10 copper plate every 2 seconds with a crafting speed of 0.5. So you're going to consume 2.5 copper plate per second. That means that each yellow belt could support, at most, 5 machines. One yellow belt should be able to support 5. So once we get down to like here, we should do this and bring in a new lane, because these 5 machines will consume the entire belt full of stuff coming in. Why is research crafting speed? No clue. Doesn't help the, it doesn't help the machines at all, it just helps the players. But the whole idea behind this game is to try to automate things. It's a nice research to have, but look at the zigzags people make when they run and they steal coal. These semi machines, I think they do need 2 inserters to actually have enough items being brought in per second to actually have this stuff done. New subscriber, Eastbourne. Thank you for your subscription. Someone bring more iron ore to North Coal. Way up there where you guys are working. We need to get that iron ore down here is what we need. That would be amazing. So is it that we are constantly draining this? That must be what's going on, right? Like, these machines should be backing up. If no one was running across these iron belts, these machines would be overloaded, wouldn't they? I just gotta do the math. Let's see. We're making 5 iron plate every 7 seconds, crafting speed of 1. That's 0.71 items per second. 40 thirds. Divided by 0.7142857. That's 18.666 stone furnaces will load up a yellow belt, which is 9 on either side. So instead of being able to do 8 like we did with copper, we can go 9 stone furnaces deep until it should overload. Which is why I was kind of thinking we should just stick with 8 on both, because it's close enough. It means that in theory we would need to have these underground belts here already. Like here and here. If people weren't picking stuff up off the belts, that needs to be there. Otherwise the machines can't unload. The first 2 don't need it. It's the 3rd and the 4th in the set. They have to have the underground belts so they can unload properly. See, right here you can see it. These machines they're never going to be able to unload on the belt. You guys have made this thing too long, unless you're intending on going straight to red belt, which who knows how expensive that crap is. That's actually just another 5 iron gear wheels. It's not that bad. Looks like Marathon Mod hasn't screwed us over in that way. Needs more iron. Somebody set up a lane balancing system here, it looks like. Okay. Still just the one electric mining drill down here. We have like a bunch of those things down here, maybe? At the coal mine? 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That represents a sizable investment. So that is, Ty094 has managed to procure a number of electric mining drills. Fancy. I'm kind of tempted to take these over to the iron, though, since now we're actually having an iron shortage. We're swinging in both directions, it seems. We need more iron, I agree. We should probably just try to saturate this entire iron area with pure electric mines so we can get things really going. So what's the plan here, guys? Either we upgrade to red belt and keep stone furnaces, in which case this setup could work, or we upgrade to steel furnaces, and even with red belt or blue belt, it's not going to be able to carry the materials. So we've either got to go back down to 8 stone furnaces in a smelting column, or I don't know. Something's got to be different, because it's just not going to work. If you do 16 steel furnaces in a row, it's going to overload a blue belt. 16, I'm just going to do the math real quick again. So we're producing 5 iron plate every 7 seconds. Steel furnaces or electric furnaces have a crafting speed of 2. That's 1.43 items per second. And if you do 16 furnaces on a side, that's 16 times 1.42857. That's 22.86 items per second. And a blue belt can only carry 20 on each side. So you're going to overload a blue belt. Why do we have so few electric miners? Well, because they're stupid expensive, man. They're ridiculous. I think we can get by with a singular blue inserter on the copper coil, but they are a sizable investment, so... That's one whole extra electronic circuit, man! They are so expensive. Okay, we gotta stop pilfering all the copper. Not getting any circuits made. Where'd the ammo assembler go? I have no idea. It wasn't me. I see 2 up there. They're near iron. Although I would have assumed that somebody had just stolen it for funsies. Okay, so we still need... We're halfway there. We've got 5 green circuit assemblers. If we have 5... The ratio is 5 to 4, and we want to have 10. 10 is the maximum amount that these that a single yellow belt can support. If we use a red belt, it would be double. We could go up to 20, which would be... We could support 20 green circuit assembly machines on a red belt, and then the ratio is going to work out. It would be 20 green circuits to... 20 divided by 4 times 5. It would be 20 to 25. We would need 25 coil factories to 20 green circuit factories. And again, we'd have to upgrade to red belt to make that functional. Actually, if you think about it, though, a fast inserter is not really that much more expensive than using 2 regular inserters. So might as well just try to do these upgraded things here. Need more iron. Here's another example where we've got the oh no, there's nothing wrong with this. It's just different. That's all. It's just that we're kind of piggybacking off this output. My internet hiccups. What are you talking about? I don't think I have internet hiccups. I think everything's fine. That is a nice, healthy-looking coal line. If only we had an iron ore line like that. Oh my god, look at all the machines working! Oh, the bus stopped being pilfered for a moment, and suddenly the machines are all online. It's beautiful. Absolutely breathtaking. Now we just need to have... We need to have like 20 green circuit assembly machines on either side of a red belt, and then we'll actually have the smallest amount. One electronic circuit is being made every 8 seconds with a crafting speed of 0.5. So even if we did have 20 on either side of the red belt, that would still only give us 2.5 green circuits per second, which is a measly 150 per minute. Did you guys hear how ridiculous that math is? 150 green circuits per minute. Requires 20 assembly machines on either side of the belt. What is the preference for green circuits to make? More assembly machines? Well, yeah, I think if we can solve the green circuit shortage, then we can start moving on to other stuff. If we can get back, like, we should try to get to 10. Let's get to 10 green circuit assemblers, and well, it would be like 12.5 copper coil assemblers, and then we can probably start redirecting those green circuits towards electric mining drills for a while. Something like that might work. But we're gonna have to get we have to get more iron coming in. There's just not enough here. Ooh, looks like we actually have automation 2 being done. I don't even know where science is happening. So what are your thoughts on Marathon mod? Looks like the black shirts they've upgraded from their glorious coal mining job to some glorious iron mining. This is going to be very impressive. No one lets any research finish. It doesn't matter anymore. Research is saved now in vanilla, so... You mean you could change it every 5 seconds if you wanted to. It wouldn't make any difference. It'll all get done eventually. Every little tick that it updates research, it's actually going to remember. Okay, feel like maybe we take the time to upgrade and get this thing going, get some more copper coming in. Those are some... Ah, yeah, I suppose if you're just using the inserters on the inside, you don't actually need to use power everywhere, do you? But at the same time, I would presume that eventually we would want to have them upgraded, right? So they're all not using extra fuel. I don't know. I mean, is it really worth the cost? Maybe it's not. Nice, clean, organized. I like it. Holes must be organized. It's very important. Otherwise I will get triggered. Okay, so those are the guys dropping off. We need some burner servers on this side. We need to do... Another splitter here. You guys are talking like crazy. There's so much that noise, that sound effect. Alright, so that's our fuel line, and we could bring some more copper down as well, since this thing is not being used fully. I don't have the iron to actually do it, though. Are we even using all this copper? I'm not sure. Okay, so someone has decided to do this squirrely-do. Yeah, that could work. You're still going to need to do... again, you still need these, though. If you actually want to saturate it, you need this here and here. And then you just have two yellow belts that are going to be full on the output side. It's a lot of extra underground belt, but it does make sense. It's necessary. Okay, so just so everyone has a little bit of advance notice, I have about 15 minutes left, and then I do have to quit. Like, I've got to go right at specifically that time because I have... today's Friday, my kids have soccer. That will be the end of this stream. If you guys are enjoying it, we could always continue doing this one, although I don't want to stop playing the Angels, Ores, and Bob's Mods campaign. The thing is that it does seem to me like this has been more stable. We've had far more players, right? We've had anywhere from 80 to 100 players, and we haven't had too many desync issues lately, which makes me think that there is an issue with the mod pack, the Angels, Ores, and Bob's Mods. Then again, you know, this factory is a lot smaller still, so maybe that's part of it. I don't know. Iron is back on the menu. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why is this 7 long? Shouldn't this be 16? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's weird. Why is it only this long? It should be longer than this. I mean, if you're gonna duplicate it like this, then we need to, duplicate it, properly, shouldn't we? Basically, the first 2 unload directly onto the belt. First 2 sets of 2. And then the next 2 sets unload onto underground belt little pairs so that they can get the full saturation. But it takes 8 machines. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to load up one side of a belt. Of a yellow belt. If we upgrade these to steel furnaces, now we need to have this whole thing be red, but this will work. This did end up working. But it needs to be 2 furnaces longer. It's not long enough. Also, part of the issue is that this design someone had used for iron is, it's got the electric pole space in between each pair of 2, which is fine, but it just makes it a lot bigger. Like, compare this iron area to this copper area. It's such a big difference. And functionally, you don't really gain much. You don't actually save any electrical poles. If you actually do the math on it, you spend more electrical poles doing it this way than you do doing it this way. Even though I think the theory is that, oh, I'm only using 1, 2 electric poles per segment, right? So it's cheaper. But not really, because this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But then from then on, it's only, you have like a starter row of electric, and then it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Ah, no, I was wrong. It's 9 electric poles per section, but this one's, it's still more. Just trust me. It's more. God, it's actually starting to happen. We're getting production. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just need 1 more. Just 1. Just a single more 1. And then we'll have our 10. Okay, I would ask that if you are looking for resources, to not pull from the belts that feed directly into these green circuit assembly machines. You know, pull from further up in the bus so that we can at least try to measure if this is working or not. Looks to me like we're not getting enough copper in. Even though we have freaking 5 copper lines right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now, actually. We did it! Too much iron? We did it, Reddit! Yay! Not enough pollution. I agree. See, rather than like doing this 4-lane balancer thing here, I think it makes a lot more sense just to run these copper feeds are never going to be used for anything but making green circuits. Like, we should just run the feed directly to the machines and then whatever, you know, if it doesn't get used, it just doesn't get used, because they're going to use the entire belt. They're going to consume the whole belt. Always. You know, like, here, what if we did this? What if we said, okay, this top feed can go... I have no belt, actually. Yeah, if you want to do Mark II assemblers, feel free. I mean, I think that they're... How much more expensive are they? You gotta throw another 25 electronic circuits and another 25 iron gear wheels at it. Functionally, compared to vanilla, you're gaining 50% more crafting speed for for 66% more power cost. So they don't actually craft any faster. So if you wanted to be, like, more resource efficient, then... If you want to be more resource efficient, you should only ever use blue assembly machines. Even in vanilla, you should only use them if you actually need them for balance ratios, or if you want to put modules in them. But if you're just doing a non-module setup, level 1 assembly machines are actually more efficient in crafts per energy. So that feed can go up that way. And then instead of doing all that, we swing this one up this way. Feed whatever it is that you want to do up there. I think having just dedicated feeds with this mod is going to make a lot more sense. There's just so freaking much that needs to get moved around. We cannot even fathom, I can't fathom, balancing all of the copper lines we're going to end up with. It's going to be too much. And it's nice to store copper, but like... Right now, this line needs to be full. This is what's driving green circuit production. Like, we gotta keep that thing functional. Don't we? Unless you're just trying to do a redesign. I mean, I can kind of understand that. If we're gonna do a redesign, I would rather see it be like... let me grab some of these assembly machines real quick just to demonstrate what I'm talking about. If it were just totally up to me, I would do something like this, where it would be... This would be a coil factory. And again, it's not totally up to me. You guys, it's an organic process here, so... It would be the coil factory onto a belt. That's going to be a hybrid belt between coil and plates. And then you would have... that guy... Spaced by 2. Looks like we just hit below the 80 player limit. We're getting new joinees. So I would do something like this. This just makes the most sense to me, where you would run a full copper, copper lines on the outside, and then you end up with the single-sided iron plates, and then you just feed. It's a much taller setup, but it would feed a full green circuit belt in the center. But to do that, we would pretty much have to shift the whole thing down because we're already out of space. I guess I'll leave it up in case anyone wants to look at it. I don't know. Whatever. Build it however you guys want. Let's just make sure that it gets done. That's what's important. This is kind of nice, having a hybrid line of green circuits and iron. A lot of cool things can be made with that. $40 copper plate per science pack. Holy crap. That's nuts. Suddenly our copper lines are not looking as full. It's mostly just people consuming them. And then here, again, this is a perfect example here. Uh-oh. See? Notice how long we played with stable situations here. I get the impression it's when people connect that's causing the desync loops. You guys notice that? Like, we've played for the last hour and a half without any issues, and then somebody new connects, and it desyncs something. But here, look at this. These last machines are going to be building up their supply because we have to have the underground belt to make it work. I would love if inserters could just push items aside like underground belt can, and they can actually, saturate the belt on their own. Maybe too powerful though, I don't know. Yep. Maximum number of players has been changed to 1. I'm the only one allowed. Just give this last guy to disconnect a chance, and then we'll be squared away. Okay, come on. There we go. Yep, still recording. I'm gonna wrap it up, though. We gotta go in 5. So, there's been a number of people who want me to go take a look around the base, inspect what we've managed to accomplish. I would like to make it all the way up to that iron thing. Let's see if I can get up there in 5 minutes. Pretty far away. I like how we have these like little one-tile paths to walk on. Teamwork, ho! We can attribute it all to the rain dance we did at the beginning with the first science lab. That's why things have gone well. I love this iron feed. Thank you. Red. Research saver mod is no longer necessary at all. That's was added to vanilla about 4 patches ago. Like 0.14.8 or 9, I think they added that to the actual base game. It's just an automatic thing now. Look, armor crafting is at about 30% right now. If I switch it to logistics, and then we go back to armor crafting, it's right back where it was. It's part of vanilla. Yeah, I mean, if you don't think you're going to reconnect, if you think you're going to miss the next stream or you're not going to play again, and you want to offload your inventory into some chests, we could create like a little logistics area, dump some crap there, and then, I mean, have resources available for the new players that connect in the future. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Or just don't worry about it because we're just going to have to keep on building and everyone's going to struggle to get resources like normal. We thought there's another path. Look it's the red shirts! Actually no, Bob's research saver is disabled now. If you check out the Bob's subforum on the Factorio thread, the Factorio forums, he mentioned that he pushed an update to it as soon as they added it to vanilla that basically just turns the mod off. So if you have Bob's research saver installed, and you're using a version above like 0.14.9, it doesn't do anything. It's turned off. It's disabled. So, how does this work? You guys have been running... How do you guys, like, keep it working? Is it... Oh, okay, I get it. That is really smart. Well done, sirs. Was this the red shirts or the black shirts who built this? So, for those who haven't figured it out, they've got coal only going on the top lane of the belt, and they're feeding all of the iron ore on the bottom, just the bottom half of the belt. And then they've got these underground belt things here set up so that even if the coal does somehow manage to get there, it is blocked, because only the interior lane can actually get... Yeah, okay. Good job, Mr. Sam. You're the big hero. Quick, red shirts, kill him! Mr. Sam he's his enemy of the state! Take him out! I want his head on a platter! That was a lot of lost resources now. I don't see him dead in chat. What's going on? Why isn't he dead yet? He killed me! He murdered me in the face! It hurt a lot. My soul is weak. Oh, he did die. Never mind, there it is. Mr. Sam was killed by Pyco President. Alright, 3 cheers for Pyco President! He's the new emperor. That's good stuff. Alright, cool guys, it's 5 o'clock, I gotta get going. I'm gonna save it, and if you guys had fun with this, we will definitely keep doing this one. You gotta let me know. It does seem more stable to me than the Bob's Angels. This is our Factorio Marathon, on Twitch. Yeah, as long as no one is joining, that's the issue. Maybe what we should do is just like have like a, okay, we're gonna stream, right? And then we set aside some time, like maybe 10 minutes, where I have the game sitting and paused for people to connect. And then once we have had those 10 minutes go by, then we just say, okay, lower the player cap, no more joining allowed, no desyncs, and just play. That may be a good solution for us, possibly. I bet we're going to have a whole bunch more marathon posts on the subreddit and on the Factorio forums, because this is a lot of new people who've just been exposed to the marathon mod, that's for sure. Alright, cool. I'll see you guys in the next stream. I gotta go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in a bit.